Hi everyone, my name is Christina Hupy. I am a Senior Education Program Manager on the Community Relations team. This is a recording of the highlights from our Community Relations group conversation on September 3rd. We look forward to your questions and feedback tomorrow. In terms of highlights since our last group conversation, we had a very successful everyone can contribute track at commit, and we'll share some details of that in just a few slides. The next point is more of an announcement. We will have an AMA with Fedora on September 10th. Fedora is migrating to GitLab, and this event will focus on a Q&A with the Fedora community. The issue is linked there, and we encourage GitLab team members to join in and participate. We have a case study for the education program live. The Dublin City University case study link is there, and we have 6 more in EMEA underway. We want to thank Fiona and Breen for all the great work on these case studies. We also launched the 2020 GitLab for Education survey. We've had an excellent response rate so far with over 600 respondents and 100% data quality. Thanks to the marketing ops team for their support in getting that out the door. We also continue to expand our efforts to increase visibility into the GitLab forum. We've added calls to action to the About GitLab.com footer and also the community page. Next, we have an exciting announcement that we are aligning our evangelism efforts more closely through the formation of the Developer Evangelist team. We're going to dig into that one next. In terms of lowlights, since the last group conversation, we continue to see a large bandwidth impact of swag on the community advocate team. Our in-person meetups also continue to be impacted by the global pandemic. We've experienced a lack of engagement with our Student Spotlight initiative, and this indicates that we're not really reaching our program members through our existing channels and efforts. There's an issue and an MR to start to address this. And we've seen no significant increase in open source program membership. Some feedback regarding poor user experience for open source program applications and renewals may be responsible. There is an epic created to address this there. Next, we are excited to introduce Developer Evangelism. What has changed? Well, the technical evangelists, which include Abu Bakr, Sadiq Ango, Brendan O'Leary, and Michael Frederick, are joining the evangelist program led by John Coughlin. These two teams have been unified into a single developer evangelist team. John Coughlin will be managing the new team, and there is a link to the developer evangelist handbook page. We're doing this to better support and engage our community through aligned efforts and shared outcomes. We'll be leveraging the alignment between the wider community-driven and the GitLab-led evangelism initiatives to maximize the impact of our content creation and knowledge sharing. We have some Q3 OKRs for the technical evangelists for the first time. They're all linked there, and they include measure and report team-wide impressions on social media, establish a repeatable, efficient collaboration process with other marketing teams, a speakers bureau MVC, and establish a contribution strategy to open source projects in GitLab. Next, we'd like to talk a little bit about some highlights from the Everyone Can Contribute track and some of the associated activities at Commit. The track itself flowed really well together. The speaker topics were a great succession, and they all kind of centralized and gelled around that common theme. We noticed that some of the keynotes from the other sessions and other speakers attended a few of the talks in the session, which was really exciting to see them pop up on the chat. We had a very powerful, relevant, timely, and eloquent message from Namandi on the state of Black software development. And we want to give a shout out to the social team for the awesome recap and social share that's captured here. We love the graphic, and we think that they did a great job of summarizing and helping to promote that talk. So we encourage, if you haven't got a chance to see it, to please do so. So thanks to Namandi and the social team. We also got great feedback on the community story session, where different community members told a little bit about their journey and how they became community members and contributors to GitLab. We were also reaching out to individuals via chat, and that was a very successful strategy for engagement with education participants. So we were able to search for people with university in their affiliation or student in their title, and by reaching out to them, we were able to engage and have some one-on-one meaningful conversations, and then also invite them to take our survey and participate in some various things that are going on. And then we also had a really successful everyone can contribute networking session, and many speakers attended, and our own community team members, and it was a great overall interaction for networking. And we're really excited for all of the rest of the metrics to come out so we can look at how many attendees were at each talk and everything. Future considerations, the community booth had some low attendance, especially during keynotes. So we're thinking that maybe we don't really need to have that open the entire time. And with that, we really look forward to seeing you tomorrow during the group conversation. And please consider adding any questions or feedback to the agenda ahead of time. Thanks, and we'll see you then.